tried a dark fruit before?
No.
Who lives there, Scott?
The king.
That's right.
I'm Liam, and this is my housemate Scott. As you can tell, we've had a few too many bevies, and what I'm about to do is show you how we got to this point.
We just have pubs with 70s, maybe more actually. I wouldn't say we're...
This all started when myself and Scott had both booked the day off work, so I decided to sit down and plan something to keep us entertained on our holiday day. We sat down and started recording our conversation with the intent of having a sick day planned. A day out in London, sightseeing, be a tourist in our own city, or go to the pub, get day drunk, go for some tinnies in the park, or both. There it was. Our plan was to go to as many parks in London in one day and have as many tinnies in as many parks as we could. We would set off in the morning and spend the whole day travelling around London, drinking as many cold ones as we could. We also threw into the mix the idea of finishing with a cheeky Nando's and having a classic meal deal at lunchtime. What a great plan. In case anyone is wondering what tinnies in the park means, here's a quick explanation. Urban Dictionary describes tinnies as terms for cans of beer or cider used among UK sesh heads. Tinnies are vital to every sesh. Let's have a huge bag of tinnies with the lads after exams. Or in our instance, let's go have some tinnies in the park.
Right, Scott.
You alright? Feel like that'll be alright.
Couple times I was cautious, couple times with no warning, couple times Stone Cold Stunner, couple times Stephen Hawking.
Mission successful. We had got our tinnies and we were ready for Park 1, Southwark Park, which was close to where we lived. Time to get the day started.
So I'm going to come up to our first park. It's just down here on the left. It's not the most popular park in London. We've never actually been. Welcome to Southwark Park, more like welcome to Tinny Park. We got Tinny number 1 and Tinny number 2. We're in Southwark Park and it's
Time to have a tinny.
Bursting with juice.
Unseen footage on YouTube right now. That's it, the thumbnail was sorted. Logan Paul and KSI fighting in the park. What channel are you doing?
not really.
After watching KSI and Logan Paul training in the park for their big fight and trying to get a cool stop motion shot which turned out incredibly we were ready to move on. Second park of the day was the Olympic Park, home to the London Stadium, which is where the mighty West Ham play. But we're not going to get into that today. Today is only about tinnies. When we set the ground rules for this challenge, we had decided that we were only allowed to consume our tinnies if we were standing or sitting on the grass. After looking around the Olympic Park, we found our perfect spot.
Bursting with juice.
Second park down, second tinny down. It was meal deal time. We walked past the boots and thought, yeah, why not?
This is what you call highbrow meal deal.
Quick tinny stop, buying what we call Tory beers in Marks & Spencer's. Next stop, Vicky Park.
Okay. You live in my dream state. Relook at my fantasy.
Tinny's in the park. Tinny's in the park.
Right, I don't know if this is in focus right now. In Scott, we're in Victoria Park, so park number 3 of the day. And as we've said before, Cronenberg has been opened now.
Holy shit, there's a photo of us at Moana.
Oh shit. Okay, BRB.
Bursting with juice.
After a sing-song, we thought, hey, the next park is a little distance away. No point getting another tube. Let's get on a Boris bike. Hope we survive and get Tinny 4 down us.
Oh, everybody loves the show. Lights on the alcohol. You won't let anybody close. That high five is all you got. Ooh, they keep saying you're the best.
Right, Boris bike made that whole journey a little bit easier in the end. Made that 15-minute walk into a nice 5-minute cycle. I don't know how any of the footage that I got came out. Probably quite bad because I was just trying to focus on not crashing. But here we are, Bethnal Green Park. As we said, not the best park in the world, just a generic park. Very small, but probably time for a little tinny, maybe a little Cronenberg. That's park number 4, tinny number 4, let's get on with it.
Bursting with juice.
Park number 4, tinny number 4 done. Time to get moving, head to Hyde Park. This is where it starts getting serious. However, our first ward struck us. The alcohol wasn't affecting our bodily behaviour too much yet, and after all the travelling, we were yet to feel tipsy. However, something worse happened. We broke the seal. It was time to find a toilet and pay 50p just to go for a piss. Or as we like to call it, Tory toilets.
Subscribe for Tinny's in the toilet. But we're here already.
And this is... Wait, are you filming?
Yeah.
This is the beginning of the trifecta. And if you've not been enjoying to this point, this is where it really gets into the real juice of it, because we've got 3 parks, all within walking distance now. We've got Hyde Park, which is our big one. Then we've got St James's Park, then we've got Green Park. And really, we don't really have time to stop anymore.
No. It's just drinking and walking now, isn't it?
It's just a lot of drinking.
Arriving at Hyde Park, we were already becoming aware of how slow we had been going through the day, and it was time to get down on our drinks as we reached Parks. Well, after the feds left anyway. We don't want the coppers wanting a sip of our glorious tinnies. Up next.
We're going to Green Park, let's go.
Upon arriving at Green Park and finishing our tinny like there was no tomorrow, we thought, we've had 6 beers, we're starting to feel a little bit tipsy. Let's go hold some fake interviews with no microphone and try and get people in the general public to down a drink. What could go wrong?
Hi mate, this is a really random request. Fair enough.
My English is very poor.
Oh, okay, don't worry then. Thank you very much.
Sorry. I'm not having the best day.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Enough, you're not having a good day. Have a good rest of your day. I just want to know if you wanted to answer a few questions on camera about tinnies and parks.
It's just for YouTube. Just for YouTube. It may not even be used.
I believe we can find somebody else which is more.
Okay. Everyone is saying that. Okay, no problem. Okay. Enjoy your day, mate.
We got some engagement.
I would definitely
Yeah, it would have been a bit of fun, wouldn't it? Okay, fair. That's fine. Have a good day. So wait, can you just say your name quickly? Just recognize your name.
My name is Sylvia.
So I'm joined by Sylvia today, just outside Green Park. The first question I'm going to ask you is, what's your favourite park in London?
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park.
Classic.
Classic, yeah? She just said that just because we told her that, but let's just pretend that didn't happen.
I come from Poland, actually.
Come from Poland?
Yes.
Represents Poland. All the Polish viewers. Yeah? Right, 3, 2, 1, come on. You can't stop it. You still got the time. I didn't. Done? I think that was about 24 seconds.
I took a minute and a half.
You took a minute and a half, so can we have a high five back? Who lives there, Scott?
The king.
That's right.
After interrogating the king outside his gaff, it was time for park number 7, St James's Park. We had realised at this point we were meeting our other housemate Mel at Nando's very sharpish, and we were super behind schedule after our interviewing antics. Therefore, running across the park, polishing off our tinny as quickly as possible. Tinny done. It was time for 2 tipsy young men to go stock up on a lovely peri-peri chicken. Well, not for Scott. He's a self-proclaimed veggie for attention. You know the ones. Overall,